Hello and welcome to race 15 of 36 of the 2020 Kevin Harvick Championship. We won last time out at Kansas, finally not finishing second with our good luck paint scheme, so that's what we're going to run it again today, the Busch Light for the Farmers special scheme today. Brad Keselowski, 175 points back, he only finished 15, so he had some subpar runs the past couple of weeks. With Kyle Busch and Martin Truex steadily climbing up the points. They are still about two and a half races worth of points behind me. Keselowski is a little over a race worth of points behind, so we are definitely safe for now. But I want to extend this points lead as good as I can, because after this race it's going to be Sonoma, which is a big unknown. And I said, I think last week or the week prior to that at Charlotte, that I would like to practice at Sonoma. I still haven't turned a single lap around this place because it's a long layout, so you know, I haven't really driven around that. Anyway, Sonoma's an unknown. Pocono's always an unknown for me. I'm just not really warming up to the racetrack, and it's a Pocono doubleheader, so 2 races back to back. So yeah, we want to have a bit of a buffer if things go wrong. Anyway, today is Michigan time. Joe Logano won the spring race here. Kevin Harvick won the fall race at Michigan. Still says Logano on the right of your screen, but I hope to make it a back-to-back race at Michigan, race win at Michigan. That is at the Firekeepers Casino 400. We're going racing.
Start your engines.
Firing our engines at Michigan, at Motown. It's for the manufacturers trying to win here, so that's the thing. Alex Bowman on pole position from Martin Truex. Chase Elliott, who led the most laps last week. Jimmie Johnson, again, good qualifying run. Denny Hamlin as well. Kyle Larson looking to rebound after a couple of tough races. Myself, Clint Boyer, Chris Buescher in the Tiny D car, and Brad Keselowski starting 10th. Brad obviously looking, he started on pole last week but only finished 15th. I didn't even remember that he was on pole position. So Brad trying to get back into form. Pace car's on pit lane. Bowman, Truex gonna lead us to the green flag. We're racing in Michigan.
Green, green, green.
Let's see, you got a loose race car, which should be better run right around the top. So we're losing spots. I want to get to the top side of the racetrack. Which I'm able to do now. Stenhouse side by side with his old ride there, the 17 car. Chris Buescher now driving that Machinist Tiny D paint scheme, one of my favorites every year. Tiny D car is always in the top 5 of my favorite paint schemes at the end of a season. As we're now, you could see in 3 and 4 we found some grip around the top of the racetrack. The car is so goddamn loose, it has to be run around here, but you can run it around the top and you can rip the top side. It takes a couple laps to get up to temperature and all that, but once it does, the damn thing's fast. Been quickest in practice, so we could go back to back here if things don't go wrong.
Still there. Stay high.
Little tire squeal there.
Still there.
I must say I took off some tape from my practice setup
Clear inside.
because I was overheating after a couple of runs and I didn't want to risk blowing the engine. But you can see, doing 210 miles an hour into turn 1,
Top, 3 wide, outside.
sliding it in, letting the car right to the top side of the track, and we've just passed a couple of cars. And using the draft from Buescher. Getting out the gas there just a little bit. Top the racetrack. Jimmie Johnson tries for the lead. I can just see that on Truex. Come on, Jimmy, you can win this one. If I can, I want you to win. And around the outside of Buescher. Just look at that. Look at that. This race car, it's illegal. Almost.
Stay high.
I almost hit the ref chip there.
Clear inside.
It feels so illegal to drive this thing. You can see I'm just
Inside.
doing about 8,000 RPM in a corner. Riffing around the top side. Just ran my fastest lap. 4 laps in. This is absolutely... This car's criminal.
Still there.
Oh, look at the run. Thread the needle.
Outside.
Into...
Three wide. Clear
what
outside.
will be now 6th place. Alright. There we go. You can see the drivers are migrating up to the top of the racetrack. So they're fighting the grip around here. My advantage is a bit diminished, but it's not that bad. Side by side with Busher. I just have that drive off the corner, off that traction compound, right around the top. That's where you want to be. That's where it's at. I'm not ripping it right around the wall, because otherwise I would stuff it in the fence. Trust me, I know that from experience. And now we're settling into 6th place. Johnson still battling with Truex. They're side by side all throughout the racetrack. And you can do that here. That's multi-groove racing for you, and that's what I love about this mod. It's just, I don't know, it's so much more fun. And I think now Johnson has gotten the lead with the help of my teammate Clint Boyer, who won here in 2018. Building the run on him. We're going to try the inside now. See how that works. Oh, actually surprisingly working well there on Larson. But the entry is a bit sketchy. I think I noticed it. I didn't have to do much counter steering, surprisingly, but I noticed it. That on the entry the car was just not gripping to the track as good as it does around the outside, so we're just going to let ourselves slide up to the racetrack again. As for about my teammate Boyer, I think I rather ride around the top and ride behind some guys, not pass them, and, you know, conserve my tires a little bit, than try to pass them just as fast as I can, you know. They're going to come to me. Patience is the name of the game here. Well, there's someone building a wall. I've not been told that there was an incident, and there's no caution for it. Cut to replay. Don't know what happened there, but someone's spinning a wall with no caution, and that looked like quite a severe impact. So, what was the NASCAR race director, Justin Hamilton, or whatever his name is? Buddy, you better get up, get out of your sleep. It's not time to have a nap now. Gotta officiate a race, buddy. Here's a look at the incident. Matt Benedetto, Kurt Busch got together. Daniel Suarez wrenches him in, and that's putting him into the wall. To Benedetto with some damage to his side there. Busch with a squished in rear end of his race car. Both keep it going. But no caution for that incident. They're still up to speed there. So, yeah. No caution for this little half wreck, I'd say, between Kurt Busch and Matt Benedetto. Oh, Busher setting it 3 wide down the middle. I just had an advantage over Boyer at the line. I just see that. Now we're getting back to him and working on him. That was quite an easy pass there. I mean, probably got a bit slowed down there for the 17. Top 5, led by top 3 rather, excuse me, led by Jimmie Johnson there. Have been able to drive away just a tad bit from us there. Bowman, Truex, and Johnson. That is, but we've just cleared Boyer by 3/10 and a bit. So there's that. Riding in 4th. Still about 5 to 6 laps away from pit stops. We're going to pit right around halfway, I assume. I'm guessing about 21 or 22 laps. That's where a tank of gas is going to get you. A set of tires is going to get you much further, but, you know. Going to come to halfway as we round 3 and 4 here now. Been closing in on these folks. Johnson throws it down the pit lane, as I had predicted. Ooh, Bowman and Truex. A little close there. Too close for comfort, but that's scrubbed off some momentum. And right around halfway, come to lap 21. That's when I expect them to pit. Down to the bottom of the racetrack. Truex the leader, side by side. I've just been closing in on them ever so slightly. Them battling has cost them a bit of speed. So we're going to throw down the pit lane as well here. Take it nice and easy. Don't want to overdo its slippery entry onto pit lane. Take it nice and easy, you know. 2 cans of Sunoco Racing Fuel, 4 tires. Go into this race car. Rodney Children crew, do your magic. That's a new one. I didn't say that at Kansas. I just realized. I'm recording this, by the way, back to back. It's Saturday. I can do that.
The leader's pitting now.
4
Go,
tires
go, go.
in.
Keep it under 55. Keep it
On,
under
gas
45
in.
second. Okay, you're clear of pit
Clear in
lane.
pit lane. Coming out ahead of Truex. No, behind Truex and ahead of Bowman. Excuse me. Johnson regains the race lead, I would imagine. Gonna get into 4th gear for a little more traction out of this slippery apron there.
Okay, merge when you can.
Pit stops completed, 18 to go. And look at Truex and Johnson. They're having a huge advantage, and Johnson just went out there and took the lead from Truex again. Led a couple laps there at the 19, and now it's back advantage to the 48. And I can tell you, if I'm chasing down Jimmie Johnson at the end of this race for a race win, I'll probably let him have it. I would. I got 3 this year, you know, this is an exception I will make. But I will be a bit lenient in my racing, so, you know.
Inside.
I mean, it would be a feel-good win, and I prefer feel-good wins over anything.
The yellow flag is
And a caution coming out with 11 to go.
debris on the track. Okay, we're
Too
under
much
caution.
debris on the track. I don't know what that means. If it's a phantom debris caution or not. See, Truex has gotten the lead from Johnson. See if we can just throw our hat in the ring. Trying around the inside of the 19. Oh, we're sliding up the racetrack. Johnson will probably retake second spot here. We got some, doesn't say we have some damage.
Stay
And
behind
with 10 to
the
go.
48 car. We got just 10 more to go.
We're under caution. Gonna go green now, again, coming to 7 laps to go. And you didn't see a replay there of the incident because there was none. I checked because the spotter told me there's too much debris on the track, and I haven't heard that in a long while. And it was actually, again, I've only had that a couple of times maybe playing this game. It was actually a phantom debris caution. At the moment of caution, nobody was around, nobody was involved, no nothing. Everyone was running. I don't know what happened.
Green, green, green.
And we're back underway. Almost missed my shift there. Almost restarted in 3rd. And 7 laps to go to settle this race at Michigan. Up to speed we go. Johnson versus Truex for the lead now. I'm trying to hold off Denny Hamlin for 3rd spot. Neither Truex nor Johnson have won a race this season. Johnson hasn't won since the spring race at Dover in 2017. Truex just hasn't won this season. He's won last year in 2019, obviously. A couple of times. No, Dennis, Hamster, stay back. You stupid FedEx Toyota. I would like to keep 3rd place. Let's see, can we get maybe a little push and help to Jimmie? 6 to go. Try to maybe push him to a win. As I said, I'd help him. I'd help him. No, Jimmie, no. Gas. Not brakes, gas, buddy. I know you're old. I know you're going to retire at the end of the season, but you need one more win. You need that. Come on. Maybe I can give you a little, you know. No, all right.
Keep low.
All right. Well, Jimmie, I can't help you. You know, you got to do it yourself, buddy. You got to do it yourself. All right. Come on. Let's give him a little push here. Give him a little push.
Clear.
As Hamster obviously working with his teammate now. 5 to go. We're dropped to 4th. Oh, okay. Well, Jimmie, can't help you. If you don't want the win, I'll go get it. You know,
Car in
I'll go get it. Whatever. I'm sorry, buddy.
high.
You know,
Clear inside.
don't want a darn cheating Yoda win this race. Oh, screeching the tires. Hamster also winless this season, but I got the car to win here today, so don't mind if I do. Boyos.
3 wide, outside. The next car is the leader. Okay, you're in 2nd. Stay low. Here comes the leader. Still there. Clear.
And we're clearing them. Into 1st place we go. Set the car was fast. Out of 4, we've unleashed the true speed of this race car that Rodney Childers, my crew chief, built. Into trial, well, Kevin Harvick wins Michigan. We're going back-to-back race wins, folks, with our good luck car. That paint scheme now has 3 wins in 3 starts. Hamster second. Truex Johnson, who led the most laps, finishes in 4th. Bowman, Logano, my teammate Almirola, Elliott, Reddick, and Eric Jones. Your top 10 finishers, and we're going to burn it down for the Michigan fans. And let's give these Motown fans a little smoke show.
The race is over. Come on in. The race is over. Come on in.
And with Brad Keselowski's 11th place finish, there's some more points between me and Tim. Truex in 3rd, closing that gap to Keselowski now. So Brad kinda, it seems like he's used up all of his stuff in the early part of the season. Now he's kind of faltering. 231 points is the difference between me and Brad K, and that's almost 2 races now. We have a buffer for 2nd spot. Truex, Logano, your top 4. Kyle Busch 5th. Didn't have a good run here today. Bowman, Blaney, Larson, Hamlin, and Chase Elliott, your top 10 in points. Austin Dillon drops to 13th, but it's quite close. Between 5th and 10th, it's only about 120 points there, so you know, it's a close battle. It's a close battle. It's not so close to the top at the moment, but that could change as there's still 21 races to go. Sonoma up next. I gotta do some practicing, and I hope you're looking forward to the first road course race of the season, first of 2. With that being said, have a good one. See you all next time. If you enjoyed this episode, by the way, leave a like, subscribe, and now you can enjoy the rest of your day. Have a good one, and goodbye.